Hello all, my name is Adonis and welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing a love coming spread for all of my Gemini during the week of January 20th to the 25th. So, let's get after it. Okay. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. 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 Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards that I need to see. What kind of energy is coming towards my Gemini during the week of January 20th to the 25th? Show me cards that I need to see. Okay, here we go. Wow. Okay. Well, let's just say that things end with a bang. Things start with a bang, rather. Okay? So we have a tower moment situation here with an individual here. We have a sudden event that has kind of just shaken everything up. So let's find out exactly why is this tower card here? What is this tower moment about? Give me some clarification on this tower card. Why is this tower card here? Give me some clarification on this tower card here. Why is this tower card here? Give me some clarification on this tower card here. Why is this tower card here? Okay, let's see what we got here. Wow, okay, so we have this tower moment because we have the Ace of Swords here. So there was this moment of clarity here. Okay, so there was a sense here as, okay, now I'm kind of beginning to feel and understand what's going on here. So, this person, the rhetoric, the actions rather, was not matching the rhetoric, okay? And so this person talked a good game. They presented themselves to be a certain way. But then there was this sense of mental clarity, like you really got to understand exactly where they were coming from. And then you had this kind of like this epiphany, this aha moment that kind of made you kind of take a step back and say, you know what? I'm not really feeling, I'm not really liking, I really don't like who you are as a person. Okay? And this is a Page of Swords here. Energy here. This is an air sign individual here. A Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius energy here. Again, now, again, there's a sense here of this energy also is somewhat of an immature energy, okay, as well. So it's somewhat of an immature energy. So there could be this aspect here of there's an immature aspect of this here, or this just could be also just be this naivete going on here. Whatever the case may be here, is there was a mental clarity on your part that, you know what, this individual actually is not all that that they're cracked up to be here. So you kind of, and that was the something moment that caused that tower moment here. Now we have this young air sign individual here thinking to contemplate to themselves, hey, should I try to stay and fight for this situation? Should I try to clarify, whatever I did? Should I try to work it out? Or should I just walk away from the situation? So that's what's going on right now with this individual here. Okay? Now, this also appears to be somebody that you do work with. You work with this individual. Or you go to school with this individual, and you work and work on projects and things like that together. So you're very in very close proximity with this individual. Okay. Now, with that being said, this individual has been desperately trying to reconnect with you via social media, and possibly even through other individuals as well. They've been trying to, get in reconnect with you again. Like sending a lot of different messages across all social media platforms. So they're really desperately trying to reconnect with you, to apologize, if you will. Because also I'm getting the sense here is, at least on their part, it's not exactly all that clear to them exactly why things kind of went south for them. It's not it's not exactly clear, at least in their mind, as to what exactly happened here. Okay, so there's this sense of mystery here. That's weighing extraordinarily heavily on their mind. Okay, this is really, keeping them up late at night, if you will. Causing them a lot of anxiety and depression, if you will. So again, that's what's going on with this individual here. They're suffering a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, because they're not quite sure exactly what happened. Like, why? What did I do? They're really not understanding that, it was just their behavior over a period of time just got to be so intolerable that you just kind of like just let them go. It's like, you know what, I, I just I just need and I just want more than this. And you kind of realize that it does not necessarily mean either that there was anything in particular uh, dramatic that they did. It could be, but it also could be a thing of like the death of 1,000 cuts. Like it was like a lot of little things that just kind of added up over a period of time. And and you just kind of had this epiphany, like, you know what, like I just don't want this anymore. I want something better. I want something with a little bit more depth, you know. Um, and you just kind of realize that this person just wasn't it. And so they're having a hard time reconciling that, understanding that, and that's causing a lot of emotional anxiety. Again, you got the 4 cups here, so you know, they tried to come at you. Okay, they tried to say, hey, listen, I'm really sorry for what I did. Let's talk about it. And you were just like, nope. There's really nothing to talk about. There's really, really, really nothing to talk about here. So, but in the back of their mind here, they keep on hoping for a rebirth, a hope for a rebirth, a restart, a renewal. And it doesn't really seem like that's going to be the case, really. It looks as if that on their part, that's going to have to be a massive emotion. There's going to have to be a massive change in their perception of things, okay? For them to reconnect with you on that level. And that may take a little bit because, like I said, the Page of Swords, immaturity, or a sense of naiveness. Now, I lean more towards the immaturity part with this. Finally, we have the King of Swords. So there is another air sign individual that is here. This air sign individual is older, okay? And this individual is very emotionally solid, okay? A very emotionally grounded individual. And they're very wise when it comes to like making difficult decisions or whatever. So they're very, very, very emotionally solid. And this person is, again, beginning to gravitate in the orbit of what you're seeking. And this individual here, this older air sign individual, also inadvertently, even maybe directly, responsible for you having a sense of mental clarity, saying, you know what? You're looking at that individual and then you're looking at your situation. You're like, I can do better. And that's what's going on with that. So, let's see, what kind of strengths are you dealing with? What kind of strengths are my Gemini's dealing with? What kind of strengths are my Gemini's dealing with? What kind of strengths are my Gemini's dealing with? Show me cards we need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Okay, so there's definitely this Page of Wands. There is this exploratory energy. This is all your show. So there's definitely this exploratory energy right now that you're dealing with here. Your realization that you want more out of your life. You want more out of a relationship. And again, it seems as though this older air sign individual did kind of spark this curiosity. It was a latent curiosity, this explorational energy that you had built up inside of you. And when this other older air sign came into the situation, it kind of sparked that interest that you had, and you began to kind of look at your life and say, you know what, I want a lot more out of this. I want more opportunities out of this. I want to experience new things, experience new people, new opportunities. So that sort of thing. And it's this older air sign individual absolutely is responsible for that transformation, or that has opened the door for you to kind of walk in that direction towards that path of new opportunity. Now, with that being said, you're not afraid to leave somebody out in the cold, and that is exactly what has happened with this younger air sign individual. You have left them out in the cold because you feel as though that maturity-wise, that they're just not there, and you need more. So you're looking for something new, something like a rebirth, more opportunity, more hope. We also have the Ace of Pentacles here. So you're looking for something more solid, something more tangible, something that you can hold on to, something that you can see, something you can feel. You're looking for a real opportunity. And it just appears to be that with this younger air sign individual, like I said, you really kind of opened your eyes when you met someone else that came into your life, that kind of opened up your eyes. Because again, you don't know what you don't know till you don't know it. So if you've never been exposed to anything, any new ideas, any new perspectives before, then you don't know what you're missing. But once that thing does come into your life and you do get a new sense of perspective, then you're like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that there's a whole other world out there? There's all these other great opportunities out there. And I'm stuck in this world. I'm stuck with this particular set of circumstances. So you kind of want to explore and see what else is out there. Okay. So as I said before, you're not afraid to pause or stop. If you feel like your life is going in the wrong direction, you're taking this pause and you're stopping it, and you're moving it in a new direction. Also, we have the Queen of Swords energy here as well. So you're using logic. You're logically looking at this thing here. You're saying, you know what? I want more out of my life, and this is the way that I'm going to get it. So you're moving in a more, what you consider more logical, reasonable direction, and you are articulating that now. And you're being very reasonable, very direct about how you're feeling. Now, I'm getting a sense that this younger air sign individual here, even though you were direct, kind of didn't get it. They kind of get it, but they kind of sort of get it, but they kind of think it's like just a phase or something that you're going to kind of get over. But they don't understand this. What's different about this is that you mean what you're saying what you mean. And so that's going on with that. Like, you really absolutely want to change. Also, we have the Devil card here. And there may be some sense of either this is just an overall toxic, or you consider to be a toxic relationship, that you guys just aren't fitting together anymore. There also could be a sense of some type of addiction here too. Some type of alcoholism or some type of opioid abuse or something like that. Even could be this, the sense of like a small town, small community type of feel here, where, like I said, so this is the type of energy that I'm kind of getting from the situation here. Just the feeling of you're like in a small town type of feel, or small community type of feel. And you're kind of like you're kind of like in a mindset at this point, like, I just want out of this. I want out of this. I want more. I want to, I'm tired of the same old stuff and the same old people and the same old jobs and the same old opportunities and the same old type of bad habits. It has like this small, suffocating type of feel to it, where, maybe there's some type of alcoholism or opioid addiction or whatever, and everybody just kind of like well, that's just the way that it is, and this and that. You know, everybody just kind of accepts this toxicity as just the normal wear and tear of life. And you're like, you know what? No, no, it's not. And you're looking to have your wishes fulfilled here. So you're going to be moving on from this situation. Quite frankly, not only are you going to be moving on from this particular person, it looks like you're going to be moving on from this particular situation as a whole. You're going to be moving on from this whole situation, like people, friend. This is just the beginning. This is the pulling of a thread. That was just a string at first, but the more you pull, the more it's going to become unraveled, and you're really going to see like, and you're really going to see like, yo, I need to get away from this. It's like there's really nothing here. And so as you're going to keep on pulling on that thread, you're going to kind of start moving away from possible other friends, possible family. In other words, this is only the beginning of something that's going to be has far deeper implications than you realize, as far as your life perspective goes. There's going to be a whole, like this is just a crack, but things are really going to begin to flood, and it's going to change your whole perspective on a lot of things in general. So you're going to be distancing, moving away from friends and family and things of that nature as well, because you're going to really begin to look at the situation as kind of your life being stagnated, pretty much. Okay, so let's see what kind of things from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this situation. What type of things from your past possibly affect the outcome of this situation? Yeah, like I said, well, in the past you didn't really care if your wishes were fulfilled, but now you do. Now there's this new sense of desire, this new burning desire of opportunity, and you want to have your wishes met this particular time. You're not looking to kind of like overlook your own desires yet again. Also, like I said before, we got the Hangman here, so you've kind of you're not afraid that again, before you did, you just kind of went with the flow. Now you've stopped. You stopped you stopped the bleeding, if you will. Okay? And you decided to go your own way. Also, finally, we have the High Priestess here. Okay? And before you didn't listen to that inner ear, that sixth sense. Okay? Your intuition. You never acted on your intuition before. But this particular time, for whatever particular reason, I know because there's a sense of mental clarity here, that this situation is not going to get any better. So this has kind of caused you to want to move in a different direction, and you will act on it this particular time. So let's see what additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this down. What additional information Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? Okay. Wow. Okay. So, motion. Spirit saying, do it. Move. Stay in motion. Don't look back. Just keep moving forward. Okay? Keep moving forward. That's exactly what you want to do. What that calling that you feel, that there is more to this life than just what you're experiencing now, is absolutely true. So keep moving forward. Okay? Also, space. Put some distance between you and the situation. Between sometimes people inadvertently become their own anchors. They get stuck in a particular mindset, a particular way of life, if you will, and they become stuck there. And what happens here is if you stay in that particular situation, then you become stuck too, just like them. And a lot of those people don't realize that they're stuck, but they are. Okay? And now that you have had this mental clarity, this epiphany, if you will, it is imperative that you move away from the situation or the individuals, and you put some distance, some space between you and them so that they don't end up pulling you back to what you're trying to escape from. You may hear things like, oh, so you think you're too good for us now? You're acting uppity now? You may hear things like that. You may hear people trying to pull you back to this way of life. And some of it may be, in their minds, it may be rational. It may be like, well, hey, you know, I'm trying to save you from yourself, from trying to achieve too much, too fast, because I'm trying to save you from the hurt. So some of it may be coming from a really legit place. They honestly don't think that, they honestly want to protect you from getting hurt. But here's the thing, okay? You have to evolve. Everyone needs to evolve. And that's where you're at right now. This evolution needs to take place. Now that you got a whiff of this opportunity, you need to move towards your passions. Now, once you go out there and learn what you discover, what you need to discover, if you want to bring some of that information back to help pull others out of that, then that's great too. And also, this is saying moderation, okay? Pace yourself too. Pace yourself. Pace yourself. Move in that positive direction, but also pace yourself, okay? So that these parts become more easily digestible. Now, just don't gorge at one time. Just one piece at a time. Don't forget to chew, all right? Just one piece at a time. And as time goes on, you'll be like, wow, you know, it'll be easily digestible, and you'll learn the lessons that you need to learn while you're growing, okay? And like I said, if you want to go back and share with these individuals the new experiences that you've had, then you will be able to do that, okay? But this older air sign individual is the individual that's really going to get this ball rolling here. It's going to be a life-changing situation for you. So, yeah, I'm going to shut this thing down now. So this is a general love reading. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it doesn't, that's fine. You want a personal reading, want to know a little bit more about your particular thing, again, the link's below to get a personal reading if it did resonate with you. And you want to know a little bit more about it, again, the link's below. Feel free to get a personal reading. My name is Adonis. Please don't forget to like, share, and absolutely subscribe, okay? I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.